At bedtime, almost every night, my 8-year-old daughter always asks me to tell her about my work, though oddly, she somehow always manages to turn this conversation into an excuse to get more videos on YouTube. Smart kid. In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can set up a sales presentation / demo workflow so that you can trigger actions in other applications that will save you extra time and reduce the chances of you making errors or omissions. Are you ready to go? Let's get started. Are you tired of running a tiny little marketing agency that's really difficult to scale and even harder to generate the profits that you want in your life? Well, the solution is to turn your little agency into a small SaaS business so that you can generate recurring revenue that's very high margin and very sticky. And the good news is there's some revolutionary software available to help you do just that. Be sure and click the link right down in the description to learn more. As I explained in one of my other videos, one of the techniques I use to make it a lot easier to get a response to my cold emails that are sent by my automated prospecting system is to offer my prospects an ethical bribe of an Amazon gift card. I think it just makes more sense to give the money to my prospects than it does to have to put a whole bunch of time and effort into creating expensive ad campaigns that are pretty much unlikely to get me the meetings at the same low cost as the gift cards do. Plus, I don't have to any campaigns to manage or landing page or what have you. So when my prospects book a meeting with me, the way that I qualify them is to put 3 questions on the form that they have to fill out when booking the meeting. That way, as soon as the meeting is booked, a Flowster workflow is automatically created and assigned to my assistant, who then checks the answers to these questions to ensure that they meet our criteria. If they don't, we politely cancel the meeting. When doing a demo of your product, it's really important that you avoid turning your demo into a product tour that fails to connect with your prospect. And the way that I avoid this trap is to spend some time before starting the demo to ask my prospects the following questions. How are you solving the problem that my product addresses now? What do you like most about the way you're doing it now? What do you like least about the way that you're doing it now? And then what are the top 2 to 3 things that you'd love to improve right now? And then how would you calculate the ROI of those improvements? Armed with this information, I can now tailor the product demo to address their top 2 to 3 pain points instead of just showing them feature after feature in the product, which, let's be honest, people aren't likely to remember all of that stuff anyway. Making sure you connect your features of your product to the top pain points of your prospect is critical if you're to maximize the chances of turning them into a customer, which is the goal after all. This is a strategy that a lot of salespeople overlook because they've been trained to do the more traditional demo where you show everybody the same 3 to 5 features of your product. Each time I complete a product demo where I've just shown them the specific features that address the pain points that my prospects told me that they had prior to starting the demo, I then ask them to rate each of these 2 to 3 features on a scale of 1 to 10 on how well they believe that it would solve the problems they're trying to fix. By taking this approach and taking notes in my Flowster demo workflow, I'm going to be able to leverage this data in my follow-up email as well as in my future conversations with them, should more be needed to close the sale. Each time that I complete a demo with a potential customer for my software, one of my challenges is how to make sure they remember how well my software is actually going to address their specific challenges. To make this fast and easy to do, I start by ensuring that my workflow has 3 custom fields in it where I can type in the words that I'm going to want to include in that post-demo email, along with the rating on a scale of 1 to 10 on how well that they told me that these particular features would solve their problems. So that I don't have to type these emails out manually every time, I actually created a zap that will be triggered just as soon as I put a tick in the tick box on that step of the workflow. And I've programmed this zap to create a draft email that contains both the boilerplate that I would want to send to everybody, plus
the custom content that I typed into my workflow in those 3 fields while I was actually doing the demo. Taking this approach is a huge time saver because all I have to do is give the draft email a quick look, make any tweaks or additions that I might need, and then click send. In each demo that I do, because I focus my time on showing the top 2 to 3 features of my software that address the particular pain points of the person I'm showing the software to, there's never enough time to cover some of our other really popular features. And even if there was time, it's unlikely that my prospect would remember it anyway because I'd just be showing them too much stuff. To solve this problem, I've created a workflow in Flowster Automate, our marketing automation software, that will do a few things for me automatically. First, the stage of the opportunity is automatically changed to demo complete so that I don't have to do it manually because I'll probably forget anyway. Next, over a period of it's actually 19 days, they're going to receive 11 messages both in email and in SMS that give them the links to short videos that are then going to show them some of those other popular features that we didn't have time to go through when we were doing the demo. To make starting this automation process automatic, I've programmed a zap to trigger just as soon as I mark that particular task on the Flowster workflow complete. So in this video, I've shown you how to systematize your product demonstration process. The purpose of having this process so well defined is twofold. First, you don't ever want to miss a step. And second, if you plan to scale up your sales team at any point, you're going to actually need to provide them with a proven process that is well documented so they don't have to wander blindly in the dark, and instead they can follow the exact process that you have already proven to work. If you want to try any of the software mentioned in this video, or you'd like to get a copy of my sales demonstration workflow, there's going to be links right down below in the description for you to be able to do that. And lastly, if you found this video helpful, I'd love it if you could smash the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And finally, if you'd like to learn more about creating systems in your business, I'd suggest you watch this next video right here.